Yo 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 yo. Yo 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 yo. Sound check, sound check. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Hey, sorry.
Yes, you are.
How you doing?
Great, thank you. How are you? You sound good now.
I sound good. Is it the microphone?
Yeah.
It's a new
You
mic, so
you volumed up you vol it might how does it serve you? It got nice flashy ring around there.
yeah, I can change the color of it too, and it changes color when well, you can't really see in the video, but
A little bit I can
it
notice some changes.
yeah it let's see, it's changing from blue to red when I speak.
Nice. It would be nice if you had some readable letters on it. It would be then, yeah, like a logo thing, like some your thing that
On
we
my
do.
own, get a little flare for the microphone right here,
What's a flare?
like a button or a sticker, a patch, something like that. It would just be like you said, a logo. It's like
Hey, Daniel.
I don't
Hello,
know,
hello.
buttons on a uniform.
Kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. If we'll glow it, like be be on that light, it would be nice. Anyhow, how does this microphone serves you? How you find it different than the other?
Um, well, it's it sounds really good. It's more like an SM7B. It looks like they made it. It looks like an SM7B, but it is cheaper. Um, and it works more like an SM7B. It's a little different than the SM57. Um, just
Yeah, yeah,
how it
yeah.
picks up the voice.
Yeah, there are so many different little things that they can bring a change with those like very I must say advanced. It's simple thing like to receive a transmission to the wires and like the basics are okay, but the what they can do with the precision of making those, and all of them have the range that they catch uh, the input, and they also have this. You can find it sometimes in graphical form, the range and how you should be like from where there should be the um, like approach of the voice, pardon me, um,
Right.
like I have here.
Graphic EQ.
No, I mean if it can be tricky for me to show that, but this microphone here, it has uh yeah, so there is this ring inside of here, and I know
Hmm.
that this is the place that he's receiving. Here it would be almost silent sometimes. There would be
Yes.
so you also sometimes on the microphones you can have these cuts, and they will change. Basically they will change this paddle here that opens and closes. So like finding out where is this one is like straight to you, like a tube. They like it like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's a little different if I'm over on the
Yeah.
side.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
it does. It's surprisingly sensitive. At least in the headphones, I hear a lot going on outside. So like the headphones are plugged directly into it. So I hear everything, but then inside the mic has software, and I'll show you. Uh, you can enable some noise suppression.
Okay.
So I
Mhm.
block out, like I hear I hear all kinds of stuff,
Nice. It's
vehicles and
graphical.
stuff, but it doesn't come through. So this is the software that comes with the mic and the other device. I'll show you that it's the same company that makes it, but um there's some EQ presets. I just use this one, but you can play with the mic gain here, the
W-
output gain. You
Can
can
you make master out of that one application? Like
um
put up pull the master this tablet of yours or console.
for well what I'm showing you right now is just for the mic audio itself.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll show you. There's a mixer. So here's the noise suppression, some sort of expander, compression, and then the headphone. It's the headphone mix,
Nice.
and you can record. You can like you record your voice for a few seconds and then play it back. You record your voice for a few seconds and then play it back. Could you hear that?
Yeah. 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 Nice.
You record your voice for a few seconds and then play it back. Yeah, so that lets you actually hear the changes. You can make changes to it because you can't. I guess you can't really hear it. Like I said, it's the monitoring. It's just direct from the mic. But then this other device. Let's see. Uh,
There I was seeing this changes that you can make change of the shape of the cone that is receiving the voice. Yeah, yeah. On the add band you have on the right, there are
mm,
these six pictograms, and
right
I
here.
think it's yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
you can mess with those and see the changes.
yeah,
Good device. Have you got, because what why I'm getting about mixer, and I imagine you have your volumes. It it can be really basic, and it can be really sophisticated. Like for example, you can have multiple volumes at your hand with the physical thing.
yeah,
Mm, I
yeah. So this
uh-huh.
device, it's
Okay.
the same
Ah, yeah, yeah.
company. It's got 4 knobs, and then let's see. How can I do this? Well, I'll just share the screen again. You got four. Oh, you can see the screen here. So the knobs,
Mhm.
microphone volume,
Nice.
uh, and there's just 4 knobs, but then you can pan or page over. But let's see. I'll share the screen. So this is yeah, like microphone. If you guys talk, it's set to the game channel, right there.
One.
Yeah, and then I've got I actually have the my Focusrite box linked up to it too. Over here, I could use that SM57 mic. Then I've got system volume is if I play a video. Um,
We as human beings, we're losing those skills, right? To
it's
observe.
Chris's
Like everybody's
interview
like,
with Melissa. So that's set to go to the audience. And then I have
So
hey Chris. Then I have like I've got the Media Monarchy stream in the background. So that's routed to this aux channel. You hear that?
No.
Okay, so all right. Yeah, so that's not routed to it's not routed to the Zoom call right now. So that would be
in a fine,
You turn
shedding
that
fresh
on.
insight on a
Nice.
predator
Now.
whose body was as long as a yellow school bus. I thought the science was settled.
Do you hear that now?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
this, console. This is it. This is basically it.
So
Uh-huh.
it's like voice meter, a little more user friendly, I suppose. They've both been more stable since I ran a BIOS update the other day. That seemed to be the key, because this was unstable. It was crashing a lot. And I got into I was reading Reddit and then their own Discord channel.
Yeah, man. Those people who can edit and know what's about the BIOS code, it's like whoa, good skills. They should earn like the highest right now, I think. Anyhow,
What's-
thank you for the presentation of your mix. If you give me 15 seconds or maybe 30 seconds, I will show you some of my devices to different approach a little bit. Be right back.
Yeah.
Who's that? Daniel.
What's up? I'm here. What's
Is
up,
that
Chris?
Daniel?
I'm here.
Oh no, who's that talking? There's Daniel and there's
That was
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I saw Daniel. I thought I don't remember Daniel having an accent. Yeah, Martin, of course.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, I'm just seeing who's who. I can see. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
What's that?
Okay, I can hear you now. And yeah,
Oh,
so
sweet.
yeah, but it's the I bought it and I use it for lights. And it has like physical many programs to build, to remember, and the snaps for you can imagine what you can do with that. And the physical thing is a nice idea, and it wasn't like very expensive. It has this DMX system, and you can and also MIDI, and I'm trying to find out which system is it's like slow project, but it's heavy. It's like
Have
kind
you
of
had
hobby.
any problems with it?
With that device for
Yeah.
using lights, like it wasn't it wasn't obvious for me, but how to bank the scenes. The guy in shop who was selling me that showed me that, but I didn't remember that first time, and then for me it was impossible without asking a question how to make that, which I didn't. So I didn't learn myself how to book a banks here. Right now, what I want to do with that is to try to find out, can I have any software with connection, or what I need to bring to this device, or with which it will be MIDI or this the MX signal, to translate it inside a desktop computer into binds. I don't know how do you spell it.
Is it
Key
like
binding? Yeah, key binds.
I mean, what exactly is the product? Do you like? Is there a link to what the exact product is?
Yeah,
It looks pretty cool.
yeah, the product will be
But to me, it looks
System.
intimidating, but not too intimidating for my low tech skill.
yeah, that's why it should be like this, like a life hack trick or something like this. Like you can take the old tool and bind it, looking cool tool, and bind it in a useful manner to serve you a purpose in the modern age, like kind of operation, when you sometimes don't need to have like for Black Magic Studio or this company who makes this DaVinci Resolve, and this is like byproduct or like next product for their equipment where they make a physical stuff like this one. But more advanced and with the connection to Wi-Fi, so it makes that useful. You know, this LCD screen, everyone likes it, but having physic under a finger, it's solid. It's like it's. I'm not. I don't need to be cautious to how to operate. It's all metal from all around with the ABS knobs on metal also. So it's like piece of equipment, and the only missing link is how to connect it to make a desktop computer operating system binds, because from these binds you can bind every, probably it should be like this. I know Linux is more operator, it's more easy, it's more open to make adjustments inside of the Linux to make like whatever you want, because you have open source code. With the Windows, I imagine there are some installments, some programs that you can have on the computer that connects to certain bytes within your within your system, within your computer, to connect to some wires over there from some chips and etc. Anyhow, yeah. So that cool project aside, and what would be question from out of it? How is better? Can we have DMX signal or MIDI signal from, and how many info we can have from this? And that's what I'm lacking. If anyone knows, please let me point to the right direction, and I will shut my mouth right now, if that's okay.
You said DMX or MIDI?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that connection.
Anyhow,
familiar
yeah,
with-
it's my project. Don't bother. Have a great meeting. I wanted to chime in and see how you doing. So I will be doing my something, and if called up, I will be here till I am here. Ciao, ciao.
All right. Thanks for chiming in. Hey Daniel, thanks for the. Oh, you sent me you updated that clip of the Christy Lee interview just with
Yeah.
some color correction.
Yeah, I just pulled some red out and then copied it every time the camera was on Rich. I just repeated that effect.
Did you share that with just me or?
No, I sent it to you and Joshua at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of just send it out to everyone I've got a contact for that's on the GTW squad, so that it gets to where it needs to go in time, or so it doesn't slide through a crack, you know.
Cool. Yeah, that's that could be an interesting. It's like a preview of the segment. I don't know if. Let's see. Are we? I wonder if the full interview is getting posted today.
He mentioned he was sending it to social, so I assume it was going to go on like Facebook or Twitter or somewhere where they post that type of content, and then maybe
Oh, yeah.
maybe it'll end up on the YouTube or something. I don't know. when I was listening to the interview, I was just trying to take chunks out that would follow each other. So, someone could get like a gist of the interview in like 15 minutes or so. And that might draw them in to go hear the rest. Because at the end, Rich is like, thanks for an hour and a half. And you're like, that was an hour and a half. What else
Yeah.
did she say? And then maybe they'll follow up and go chase the link.
Yeah, that was great. The full interview is premiering right now. But
Cool.
yeah, I listened through it today and it's very smooth. I couldn't tell like what I couldn't tell that it was cut anywhere until you get to the end and it's
I used to do that a lot with other people's talks. So it's something I've had to apply before.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was smooth.
Yeah, I was glad to be helpful. That was what Josh had asked me to do. I think on May, there was a May 11 meeting, and he had asked that when you guys have a guest on, if I could try to get a clip that distills. He was asking just for a singular clip, and that may be what I do in the future, but just something to like post, like this person was on GTW, 5 to 10 minutes of the interview.
Nice.
Yeah.
And but like if you pull, I'm trying to think, like, because Instagram can take longer video, and like on Twitter would be a good spot to post some clips, but it's limited to like 2 minutes and 20 seconds unless you have an advertiser account.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if that's worth the effort, or if I don't know. If you have
I
any
got the
thoughts
impression.
about-
I got the impression from Joshua that the clips were going to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then there's less constraints there with time and such.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that'd be, because I've been thinking about just doing that myself, cutting out 2-minute snippets and starting to put that up on the Twitter account, just because I use that more than I do, say, the Instagram account.
Well, that'd be a good place to get some leads where there's no leads. Catch some seeds, catch some leads.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. I just wrote that. I just coined a neologism. I joined the club.
Hey, so I was helping Ron out yesterday briefly because he freaked out with no, he didn't freak out, but OBS. He thought OBS was flipping his camera, but it was the mirror video function inside the Zoom settings. But he was disoriented because he was like used to looking at the window to his left and I don't know, seeing his posture. Anyway, I helped him understand what was going on, and I mentioned that I was thinking about teaching OBS setup and doing a course, and he thought that was cool and he'd be interested. And then he actually recommended that I schedule a time, invite people from the autonomy community, and find out what people want to learn in that department. Like specifically, just I guess be like
It'd be a Curie. You're gonna like find out what the needs are.
Yeah. So I'm gonna figure out a good time to do that in the next couple of weeks before Pork Fest, and then be thinking about getting started after I've gotten back in July.
Cool. That sounds good.
All right.
I got a little Padre behind me. Hey, world.
Right on. What else are you working on, Daniel?
As of right now, the only thing on my immediate was the mapping, kind of like that glossary for the Peace Revolution podcasts, and we're going to include, I guess, the deep dives. So that's on my mind. I'm still looking, and Cody's helping me out with pulling clips from Q&A so we can still meet the quota of putting out one clip a week as an autonomy, like either student experience or just a rich monologue to the students. And we're grabbing those from Sunday Q&A, and if there's any Q&A after Friday from there as well. And if it involves a student, we got to get permission. And if it's a hot topic, we avoid it because we're aiming to put it on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on my radar for now. I've got some ideas for like video projects I want to start, but I need to take a step back and get my EIN filed and then try to get the Cannabis store opened.
Yeah.
It's a big one for me.
Okay. Cool. Cody, well, I don't know, you don't have to chime in if you're just listening in, but if you wanted to talk about that, what you're working on, or have any
Well, the
questions.
cafe, maybe. Cody had an interesting project with the cafe he may want to share. Like, he was trying to figure out how to, create some content when there's a little less to work with, and how to kind of fill space. And I don't know whether it's B-roll or just sparking up ideas.
Yeah. I had a chat with Daniel a couple of days ago about the pulling the clips from Autonomy, and I also brought up the Cafe Rustica stuff just because I'm kind of like, what am I doing here? I've got, like I don't have a ton of experience working with this kind of project where I have total open-ended freedom of what to do, and then not enough media to make something, and also like not really quite knowing like how to ask for what I need. And like, it's definitely an interesting experience, but I think the project for the next week for Cafe Versico is kind of set, because she asked for a video about her dog, so it's kind of just some, send me some videos, some photos, and through an idea for the kind of story to kind of put along with it.
Cool. All right.
Who's next on the list of working on something? I see Chris's name.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Chris because he and I both got a little project, but he's kind of took the lead. Do you want to talk about that, or?
Jeez. I'm not going to do anything else till we get feedback from him, because it's hard. But yeah, Daniel, it's this guy who it's interesting. We're creating an audition reel for this guy who wants to audition for a part in a show in Las Vegas. It's a Meatloaf, or the people behind Meatloaf and his music, Bad Out of Hell. It's one of their productions. So it's just this guy, loads of clips of him playing the guitar, and he wants it all, the best of his stuff, all condensed down to, it's not clear about, I think he said 120 seconds.
Wow.
But let's just, it's not easy. It's not easy because I don't know crap about music or auditions or what, does he want an outro? Does he want, I don't know. Does he want intro? Does he want, he's been a bit vague about feedback. So threw together something and he didn't like it. And then he said about 30% of it is good. The rest is the worst of my failings as a performer. And it's all, the problem is it all sounds the same to me. I don't know what he has pointed us in a little bit of direction. And I came with a second cut, but I don't know what he wants. So I'm waiting for his next feedback. I think it can be done, but we're going to need more like feedback from him, okay, I asked him, I said, what do you mean failings as a performer? And what clips should we, scrap? He hasn't. If he could direct answer me that, it might make it easier, but he hasn't yet. I know he's busy, but yeah.
Well, I would ask how if he's sending you his best of clips to work from, how his failings got mixed in with those clips, because you shouldn't be working with those clips.
Maybe this is where I'll let Lawrence take it.
I don't know if I want to comment on this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's hard because it's a combination as well of him recording his guitar at home, which is fine, but then there's other footage of him doing karaoke and people whooping in a crowded bar, which I initially dismissed because I thought, okay, but he said, no, that's the important stuff. I said, all right, so I went with that for the second cut. And that's fine. He wants like footage of where you can hear the crowd commenting, and that's fine. This is where I don't know what auditions want, so maybe that he knows definitely more than I do. So that's where it's been challenging. My initial reaction was just to get the best bits of him at his house and what, the high moments where he's really singing to illustrate his voice capacity and all of that. But yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear back from him, but yeah.
The karaoke is he's actually singing over a track, which is
that was my problem, because it wasn't clear where you could hear Meatloaf, the track playing, and he's singing along with it. But I'm thinking surely he wouldn't want to use that. But
No, you're not an audition reel. That would be a no.
But he's, I don't know.
Oh man.
At the end of the day, he's gonna have to decide. But I would have dismissed all the live karaoke performances and just used them as B-roll, because there's one where he does open mic and it looks really good. He's up on stage and he's got the lighting looks really good. But ultimately, I don't know. We're just gonna see what he thinks. Still waiting to hear back from you.
So can I ask a couple questions?
Well, yeah.
So you got 120 seconds to work with. And is he asking you to jump from clip to clip? And so the viewer who's going to see this reel is going to have the sound and the music change very, very, very often. I would encourage him to consider.
Initially, I had about 7 or 8, maybe even 10 real, snippets of each clip, condensed. It's real quick, bam, bam. And my initial submission to him was about 6 minutes long, which I knew was way too long, but I needed him to see. I wanted to get something to him, which I'm glad we did, to at least start, pointing us in the right direction. So I got that to him really quick, and I was glad. He's like, no, this, and this, which is great. At least get that ball rolling. And then so the second clip that I put together was, I think it's about 2.5 minutes. So, it's starting to condense, but I still don't know the stuff that I included in the second clip. I still don't know if he's happy with that or not. Like I said, we're still, I don't know.
You might just do a game of elimination as you work your way down to the clips he wants. Eventually, you'll be able to give him the product he wants, because you'll have isolated the very clips he wants, and you'll put him in an order that seems feasible.
Yeah,
it sounds like a fun project.
Yeah. It is. It's interesting, but my disadvantage is I don't know anything about Meatloaf. I don't know anything about auditioning, and I don't know anything about music. So I don't know how these audition reel things work, what they're looking for, and I don't know if he knows either. But yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He definitely loves freedom. There's footage of him singing at Jackalope, which is pretty cool. And I don't know, and he lives off grid, which seems like a cool guy. But other than that, that's where we're at.
Well, Reese might be able to help with the music stuff, because I've been gathering he's got like some like Goodwill Hunting music skills.
Goodwill Hunting. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Awesome, cool. Hey, how are you guys doing here? Maybe I'll turn on my video here.
What's up, Reese?
Some Will Sidis piano and guitar skills.
Yeah, I was listening to that and very curious. So can you remind me, Chris, what exactly he's auditioning for?
It's the villain named Falco in this Meatloaf production. It's going to be running it's going to be an ongoing show in Las Vegas from, I think it starts into September, and he wasn't sure how long it's going to go on for.
That's musical theater.
I think twice a week, he said. So if he gets the part, he's going to go to Vegas and live there temporarily and do that. His objective is he dreads the idea of having to go to Vegas, but he's got a bigger plan to, from, you know, he's kind of like, he sees himself as an infiltrator within the Freedom Mind community. So
Sure.
he's like, if I get this part, my plan is to make connections with these producers. And that's all he really said about it. He said, even if he doesn't get the part, he's got tickets to go see the show and he's going to go anyway. But yeah, that's.
Oh, cool. Okay. So that gives me a fairly decent idea. Is there any criteria that he's working with that like he's aware of? As far as, because I heard you talking about the clips that he gathered together and kind of like how you're struggling to discern between like what to include or not. And I just wonder what they're going to be looking for. I mean, I could do my own homework on that, but
I'm not sure. Apparently, yeah, he needs to do a good baritone, which is a low. Yeah.
Okay.
And whereas in the beginning, I focused on his singing where he got real high pitched, but then there are bits where he gets low. And that's about all I know. He said, remember, I'm supposed to be the villain, which means nothing to me. I mean, I don't know what that means, but
right. No, I kind of I think I'm following. It's musical theater, so I've worked a little bit in musical theater, and I have like a vague idea. I mean, low level stuff, nothing Broadway or Las Vegas, but I have like a vague idea of what they might be looking for in that. So if you, I wanted to say, if you want to send me whatever from that, and you want any feedback on like what I might think is not his musical failings, potentially, like I guess that's how he put it, that you accidentally highlighted some of the wrong things maybe, and I guess I could give you my input on that, so feel free to send it that my way.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now because it's an unlisted. I didn't know how to get it to him, so I just put it on my YouTube channel as unlisted.
Okay,
you know?
Cool. Then is it on your YouTube channel then? Could I?
Yeah. No, but it's not published.
Oh, I won't be able to see it.
No,
I got you.
Until I give you the link. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I have to say for that. So.
Yeah, the rest of his stuff is on YouTube if you wanted to peruse more of his videos.
Cool. Yeah, I will. You mean, are you talking about Chris's? Or
no, the client.
Mike's. Yeah.
Okay, Mike's. Cool. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, what's his channel?
Here, I can share it. One sec. Somewhere. Okay.
So I just sent you the first draft that I sent him. Yeah, he said, yeah, one of my biggest issues with your edit is that it includes too many of my failings as a performer. We're supposed to be looking for the top moments, and I feel this reel hits maybe 30%.
Cool.
Yeah, and he says, I'm also looking for moments where the audience responds positively. You dismiss the karaoke video's bad quality, but the energy when the audience is in is undeniable. Same with the open music night. The positive comments at the beginning and or the end of songs in the karaoke videos or in the open mic night may be good audio sample to dub over whatever other content we wish. And yeah.
Okay. I'll do some homework on that. See if I can drum up some opinions.
And I'll send you the second cut, which um, which we're still waiting for feedback from him on. Better, but I'll get back to you with more detail. That was like 3 days ago, and I haven't heard back from him. So I don't want to waste time working on it. I need, if I have no idea, it's like walking around in the dark, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's the feedback's so important. It's nice that he's giving you some already, though. But like I said, I think I'll have something good.
Yeah, I picked out a couple of what I thought were highlights, and then we didn't hear back from him yet. So I don't know. I know he's busy with like what is it? He's a network engineer, I believe, and had a big project this week with a client, so that's why he was asking for outside help. So, hey Daniel, did you want to talk about the cut down of the comic book video? And I want to get that in front of Rich tomorrow because I don't think he saw it being
Cool. No, I actually just took it.
last weekend.
I just made it public like 10 minutes before the meeting, and I posted it in the Grand Theft World community as well, just as like, whatever, the show discussion.
Oh yeah, you shared it.
So yeah, no, I had posted it on the, I had kept it unlisted, and I shared it in the autonomy community looking for feedback. I got a lot of great feedback. But yeah, going public with it, and other ideas to like do things like this. And now I've kind of got my brain rolling on how I can generate content that can lead to someone feeling the problem of their career, and then lead up to autonomy in some way.
Cool.
The comic book kind of was like it's just like a gem I was sitting on, because I got the comic in 2007 and wrote an initial commentary like back then. And then when the pandemic hit, I wanted to write the narration. So I did that. That was up July of 2020. And that's long-winded. And so then I just had it in my mind maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago to make like a trailer for it that could lead to the comic book. And then after I had that idea, Rich talked about affiliate links. And so I was like, well, I'll use affiliate links too. And so I kind of led right in. I mean, it fit perfectly to close with Gatto, because the comic book ends with this climactic moment with a boy turning in his father for having a ham radio, and the father's like, take my son, you got his soul, take his body too. And then Gatto comes in, and then right after that, it just leads perfectly right into Grand Theft World. So I kind of felt it felt nice. I might have been reaching, putting in 3 leads at the end, but I'm the kind of person that when I see a video like that, I kind of chase around like, well, what are they talking about? What's this? What's that? So maybe someone will do the obstacle course, or maybe someone will take the freedom vault, but that's kind of the intent. And the video does seem to be kind of like, with the people I shared with, they said it's engaging. They don't want to stop watching because things keep coming at you. And so hopefully they'll engage to the end and get to see the leads.
Nice.
It's fun. I mean, it's something like, things like this I've done with skateboarding videos and live concerts. And when it came to conspiracy world, like everyone always had it covered. Like Corbett's making great films, Rich has always made the great podcasts. I've always just been like listening. And so like for me to have this comic book and be like, no one else has really done this, like no one's pointed this out, that this comic book lines up perfectly with the model for what they've executed here. So it should be obvious that someone's executed a plan. And if you dig in a little bit, you might find out it's this Anglo-American establishment, and it's been published in books and everything from Tragedy and Hope to, the Federal Bank. Everyone who wrote about that back then, Eustace Mullins. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people coming into that community because of the pandemic. It's a good time to like grab that energy and say, look in this direction.
Excellent. And it's In YouTube, it's displaying as 9 minutes and 10 seconds. It was
10 seconds. When it was uploaded, it said 9/11. I was like just kind of bugged out by that.
Was that intentional?
No, I mean I wasn't intending. I kind of like when it came to it at the end there, I was just working with your because at the end your second track. By the way, all the music in this video is LD's music. Everybody, dope
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
and so yeah, when I used that sushi track at the end, I kind of wanted to hear it a little bit longer, so I showed the images a little bit longer, and then I exported it without even looking at the time because I wasn't trying to make it. I wanted that in there because I like ending videos with like a punch to your face of humor at the last second. I always did that with my skateboard videos. I would, at the end of all my skateboard videos, it would show the logo for my skateboard channel, which is Homies Copies. And then the sound would be this kid saying my name backwards. And he even realized it. It just this funny sound. And there was like either an animated skateboard or something, just like the video ended. I don't know.
Cool.
What's up, Jerry? I
Jerry
see you
Balkin.
biking.
What's going on, everyone? What's up, Reese? Yeah, it's raining.
Jerry, what's up, man?
It's raining.
Hey, sorry,
crazy
I was muted.
outside.
Sorry about that. Hey, Jerry, how you?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Ah, great.
Good to hear.
My bad.
Yeah, it's raining like crazy outside, so I'm just here like getting some
Did you
calories.
email Corbett?
I did.
Oh, is he written back?
Not yet.
That's the positive thinking there. Not yet. So you're not on the mainland, is that right?
Not yet.
So where do you live? Like on an island off the mainland or something?
Yeah, I live in Okinawa.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I know where that is. I see. So you're just going over the mainland for a while. That's cool.
Yeah, because I'm getting sent to Captain Mass, so it's likely that I might get kicked out. So I'm just like, let me head over there for Memorial Weekend before I
Where's
get processed.
Captain Mash?
Captain Mass is
Mass. That's like a military justice for the Navy and the Marines.
That's
Sorry,
that's not a good thing, but you're trying to get out, right?
yes.
So it's kind of what you want, but it doesn't sound fun.
Just keep a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Jerry, do you tell people like when you're in Japan, you meet them or whatnot? Do you tell them that you're from Mexico or from the States?
From Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, you might get a better response that way.
Yeah. Well, I tell them that I'm from upstate New York.
Yeah. It always depends who you're talking to and the setting of which you're asked. You know, if you're in a dark, smoky bar on your own, you might want to tell them Mexico. But
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, I don't want to keep holding up the meeting, so can.
No worries.
I'm glad to know your situation has changed because I didn't know you were in a position where stuff was going forward, Jerry. So, you know, my thoughts going out to you in that process.
Yeah, you know, Grand Theft World does things to your brain, to my brain. So I'm like, I think it's time to get out.
Yeah, man. Critical thinking.
Yeah, but it's like I only have a year left, so it's also like I don't know if I jumped the gun too quick, but I'm probably gonna get a lawyer just because I don't want to like get kicked out because, like I said, I only have a year left and they don't really have evidence on me except for word of mouth, and it's just like a backup thing. Like if I ever needed to use my paper saying that I served honorably, then it could be useful. And it's only 1 more year. I already served 5 years, so. And it's also going to extend the process as well. It's not just going to be like, all right, you're going to get kicked out in 3 months and then you're on your own. So gives me enough time to set myself up for success.
Well, did you do the contribute to the Army College, or not the Army College, from the GI Bill? Because that's like free money, man. Once you get out, and I don't know, like certainly an honorable discharge gets you that stuff, but even a general discharge. So you can kind of create the circumstance where you get general discharge, you're still fine for like your benefits and stuff.
So the general only gets, it doesn't get the GI Bill.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Have they changed that?
So only the honorable, but I couldn't really hear you at the end.
Sorry, my computer's not helping.
Yeah. So I have downloaded this program that Hell sent in the Discord chat to record Mark Passio's course. So I'm very excited about that. And like, I'm going to mainland this weekend, so I'm going to explore Tokyo, and it would be cool to see James Corbett. So I'm hoping that he responds to me, and I should look up some of his videos so I can get to know him better.
It'd be awesome to meet him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I can't believe you're in his neighborhood. That's pretty cool. You got a chance to just drop him an email and go just take a shot out there. Good shot. I actually have been encouraged to email people that I've mentioned their names a lot, and they're like, "Why don't you interview them?" I'm like, "Well, I never thought." Like cannabis scientists that I would want to interview. They're like, "Oh, maybe they would respond to me." I guess.
Why not?
I kind of just sent it, and I put Chris McMillan's friend, and I put, hey, I'm in Autonomy season 7, and I will be in mainland Japan for the weekend. Is there any way that I could get to meet you? And that was it.
Yeah, cool. That's how I broke the ice with him. I said, look, I'm in Autonomy with Richard Grove, because he's known Richard for a long time. So
You got any opportunity to get some B-roll? You get
yeah,
some COVID B-roll.
back.
Yeah, can you record some video with your phone, send it to us?
If I meet James? Yeah.
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 Yeah, it'll be a GTW on the street report with Jerry.
Hey, that would be fantastic.
Maybe
Excellent
maybe
idea.
you could record a special message for the Pork Fest.
Autonomy. Oh, yeah, Pork Fest.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna write these ideas down.
That would be an easy one.
You're not familiar with his work too much, or you said you
Not
wanted to
too
listen?
much. But I've
Go ahead.
Were you gonna say something?
Well, yeah, I was thinking of an angle to, I don't know, follow up with that email, or to get him more interested. I mean, you're aware of him, and that you're following Richard's work, and just your position as somebody in the armed forces that's now questioning that thinking about getting out and how the information has affected your kind of outlook. I don't know. It might be something he might find intriguing, like if you put it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, if you get a general discharge under honorable conditions, I think you can still get your GI Bill. So I believe there is a way that even if they give you a general discharge, you can basically appeal that and get general discharge under honorable conditions. And I believe you're good.
So I
for-
spoke to an attorney yesterday, and he said that I only would get the GI Bill if I get an honorable discharge.
He's a JAG officer.
No, not the JAG officer. He was like some attorney from Yokosuka who does this, and yeah.
Hey Jerry, maybe just take those two different sources and try to verify the documentation, because it's possible that Michael's right and it's possible Michael's wrong. But in your situation, just see if you can find the source documentation, whether it's a code or a statute or whatever the ruling is.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Ask him
That way you could
what the
just-
statute is.
Yeah. Because I've had lawyers and people in the legal system give me bad information before, and maybe not even intentionally, just by assumption.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna double check that.
Yeah, just to cover your end.
Of course, yeah. Because I mean, if I get the GI Bill, then it's like, what am I even worrying about?
Nothing.
You
Yeah.
Another question for James Corbett would be, is he interested in coming back to Acapulco anytime soon? And
Nice.
if there's a opportunity for us to hook him up either with Agora Poco or Cafe Rustico or even Anarchapoco, I'm sure we could probably help them, but I'm not I'm not necessarily up on Anarchapoco at this point.
Yeah. Chris, do you know where he lives specifically in Japan? Like
It's
the area?
western climes of
The West, yeah, I was gonna say, no, the sunny climes of Western Japan.
That's correct.
It's not a secret. I mean, I think he's mentioned the town before, but I don't know offhand. I'm not sure. No, I don't know offhand.
All right. Sounds like I'll have to do some research. Some digging.
You probably wouldn't be the first person to dig up on Corbett and where he is.
Yeah, he only mentions Japan for as far as I've heard.
I'm referencing he's probably got a file with government agencies around the world.
Yeah, that's funny.
Is there anything else going on with anybody in the group? I'm gonna head off in like a couple minutes. Anything anybody else wants to talk about or share?
James Evan Pilato would be the guy to talk to because I know he's hooked up with James in Japan.
Okay. I'll have to check him out.
Chris, didn't you say that you hooked up with him recently, or we got a shout out from him?
No, just today, during his show, he mentioned me and Melissa in our interview. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because Melissa
So
is
he's
quite
watching your
active
stuff.
there in the community. So, and I missed the context. He kind of mentioned blah blah, or you could do an interview with Chris McMillan. So I'm not sure. I missed a few seconds before that what the context was, but yeah, it was good fun. But yeah, she's funny. She's in there. She's quite active in the community. Melissa is. Mr. Pilato. But I do know him. I mean, I've his particularly his wife Cassie. I've texted her several times trying. I tried to get her into autonomy at one point, and I think because of that, she was texting Lisa Arborcheski because my wife and I, we met him. Me and Marie and the kids took him and his wife out in Santa Fe in late 2019. And she talked about a pain point she had from her corporate thing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, God, sounds like you could get involved with the autonomy group. And there was another time when apparently they were, I can't remember the context, but they were looking for possible land out here. And I put her in touch with my friend April, but I don't think anything ever happened with that. But yeah, James Evan Pilato.
I could maybe send him a message. When are you going down there? Jared.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can barely hear you, LD. You said when am I going this
yeah,
weekend?
just wondering when you're going to be in that area.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take a plane to Tokyo, and like as soon as I find out where he lives, like I would take a plane there, and like I'm not gonna stalk him or anything, but I would just like to be in the area, and if he does respond, then I can meet up with him because everybody talks about him. So I mean, it would be a great opportunity, and who knows when I'll be in Japan again. And so yeah, this weekend.
Okay. It's coming up. All right. I'll see if I can get any info out of him. Cody, what's up?
Yeah. I just had to gotta ask. I think my mom said on Grand Theft World, the last Grand Theft World, that you had a clip of your own, your own review of what autonomy did for you.
Maybe the next to last one, the previous one. Yeah, we played a little bit of my interview with Scott from the podcast. Yeah.
Where can I find a link to the to the interview as a whole?
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, that clip, I remember it from the end of the episode. I think it was 81. That probably would make a really good standalone clip for autonomy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go back because I pulled it up live and I kind of cut it off when I felt like I was starting to ramble, but it was good.
It was good. The banana didn't get in the way that time.
just the beginning.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's not giving me any more grief. That BIOS update, man, set me right. It seems.
It's over.
Well, yeah, I wonder if that would have just made Voicemeeter more stable all along. It's interesting. I also need to suck some dust out of. There's a whole lot of dust building up on my CPU. I can see it through the fan. Probably be a good idea to blow in. Get a vacuum and a air duster simultaneously. Or air compressor. Run the hose in the house. Oh, excuse me. I'm a I'm a little drowsy, so I'm ready to wrap it up. If nobody has any more final stuff.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
Yep, keep on trucking.
Oh yeah. I got to do something with that sticker. I might put that on my guitar case.
Nice.
I need to make some Grand Theft World stickers myself. All right, y'all.
See you on the flip side.
Post the replay. Thanks, everybody.
Y'all later.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.